Yo, chat was good. What's goody? What's goody? What's goody? Come here. Anyway, today we will be reviewing chapter 1149 of One Piece. I know what you're thinking. What? This nigga doing chapter reviews? I thought this nigga was a rapper. I thought this nigga was doing gaming videos. Man, I'm doing it whatever the. I'm doing whatever I want. I'm doing whatever I want. We got a lot of shit coming when it comes to this YouTube shit. We obviously got a lot of shit coming when it comes to this music, but we got a lot of shit coming when it comes to this YouTube shit. I'm gonna be doing a lot more discussion videos, even outside of One Piece, outside of anime. We're gonna be talking about music. I'm gonna try to do music reactions. I don't know how quickly I'm gonna be able to get that shit out, cause editing is a motherfucker. But we're gonna try. We're gonna try. I gotta try to get this bitch out by Sunday, cause I want to get this shit out. But I want to get this shit out before the next chapter drops. That would be crazy. Like if I drop this shit and fucking chapter 1152 is out, that would be crazy. But anyway, we're gonna get right into the chapter. And this chapter pretty much starts off where the last chapter ended, with this nigga Summers getting fried by Gabon, bro. Like the last chapter ended with Gabon putting Saint Summers in a Shanks cosplay, and now this chapter opens up with him completing the former Pirate King Youngin duo and putting him in a Buggy cosplay, because he's just chopping him up into pieces now. First he chopped his arm off, now he's just chopping him up into pieces. He's just absolutely decimating him. So yeah, and then you got the Straw Hats reacting to who Gabon is, finally finding out who he is after Nami finally tells them who he actually is and tells them about the encounter at the castle, which I feel like she should have been told them about that. I feel like Nami's been acting kind of dopey lately, but I don't know, that's neither here nor there. But she's been acting kind of dopey this arc, I can't lie. So after Gabon pretty much annihilates Saint Summers, and the Straw Hats react to it, and Chopper springs into action after Summers goes down to go and help free the Straw Hats that are captured, which, if just to remind you, is currently Brook, Jinbei, Usopp, Nami, and Robin. Robin's trapped by Summers, the rest of them were trapped by Gunko. And so yeah, Chopper leaves from the safety of Saw's big ass furrow and goes and springs into action. And so now we move on to St. Killingham at the Owl Library with Ange, and he's burning that bit down. I don't know where this nigga got this flame arrow from. Did he pull it out of his head? Did he pull it out of Ange's head? Did he just have that motherfucker? I don't know. I really don't know. We got questions and they need answers. But anyway, yeah, they started to burn the Owl Library, and so that's not good, because now we've just got an O'Hara Part 2. And we've got Saw and Robin reacting to it. Obviously, those were the people who were there for O'Hara originally. Robin being the one. See, look, crazy. Robin appeared, but yeah, Robin being obviously, like, we don't got to state the obvious, bro. Y'all know. So yeah, Robin's just distraught for obvious reasons. We don't want to see the history of the world get burned down yet again, even though Vegapunk does still, like, have all that shit in his head, like, still symbolically, like, this is bad, and it's still time to save it. We still got Jinbei, we still got access to water to put out the fire, but countdown, it ain't One Piece without a countdown, you know what I'm saying? And so now we've got Rania, who doesn't have to walk the plank anymore, because they pretty much almost completed their mission. They come here to get rid of the Owl Library and now they pretty much just gotta convince the Giants to come under their control, essentially. And now you've got Rania pretty much, apologizing for being alive, and that's just heartbreaking. You never want to see a child in that type of position, man. That's just crazy. These Holy Knights are fucking vicious, bro. They don't give a fuck. But it is kind of crazy that Gunko even let her live. Like, because I feel like any other world noble would have just, probably kicked her off the fucking plane. even after they burn the Owl Library. Don't give a fuck. So hey, at least there's some humility there. At least, you know, they're not fucking all the way 100% ruthless, I guess. And then you got Gabon stepping into action against Guko, but as soon as Gabon uses Future Sight and realizes that he can't do anything in time, and well, actually, before I even get to that, Colin Loki kind of sells the play by, you know, just screaming out that Gabon is my dad, blah 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 blah, and now he makes himself a hostage. And since he does that, Gabon can't really act the way he wants to, because if you go back to what Dragon said during the Kuma flashback, a child is a parent's biggest weakness. That was proven with Dragon. You see that nigga's nowhere near Luffy. That nigga Luffy didn't even know he had a dad. And as you can see, what happened with Kuma and Bonnie. At least in this story, a child is a parent's biggest weakness. And it's being exploited right now on Alabama. In multiple instances, even outside of this one. Like with all the children, obviously. And so Gabon uses Future Sight and realizes that he can't save Colin in time, so he has to surrender. And as soon as he surrenders, he gets stabbed right through his shit, man. And now he's falling down, presumably to the underworld where the Monster Trio and Loki are. So maybe that'll cause the Monster Trio to spring into action, because they just down there chilling. Like, I don't know what these niggas doing. They just sitting down there digging in their ass, bro. I don't know. Shit going to shit upstairs, and they just down there fooling. And so as soon as Colin starts screaming for his dad as he's falling down, that triggers some type of memory in Guko's head. And it triggers a flashback to where presumably Gunko was calling to her dad, and we see a silhouette of none other than the Soul King. Cause don't nobody else got this pro, bro. Come on now. We already know who that is. So there's some connection between Gunko and Brook. And I'm not gonna lie, Brook lore, I didn't expect Brook lore in the series at all. I thought he was just gonna be our whimsical little skeleton, but I thought the most lore we were gonna get with Brook was gonna be with Laboon, but there's something crazy going on. Like this is even crazier. And so like now with this shit coming up, man, I'm sorry Usopp, bro. Like Usopp fans, bro. If you wanted this to be Usopp, like quote unquote Usopp's arc or whatever, bro, that's over with. And like I said earlier, I got another video coming up, and that's going to be on that topic. So I might record that before the weekend's out. I don't know. But yeah, it looks like we might be getting some Brook lore, and it might be involving Gunko. And who knows how old Gunko actually is, because how long ago did the Rimbar Pirates get defeated? Somebody remind me. So like, Lord no, like, and it looks like this happened before Brook even left for being a pirate. So it's like decades ago. Gunko could be like up to like, I don't know, maybe around the age of Scopper Gabon, maybe even older. You know what I'm saying? Like, she could be fucking up to 80 years old. As you can see with what comes up in the next couple of pages in the chapter. As big OG upstairs is really just like, it's tired of it. Emu's tired of it. Emu's like, fuck that. I'm not playing no games no more. I'm finna show y'all niggas what's really up. Cause y'all niggas playing, and I don't appreciate y'all niggas playing with my time. Y'all niggas playing on my top. The Holy Land apparently is burning down. That's crazy. And y'all niggas over here playing with giants and rubbermen. Y'all need to come. Y'all need to bring y'all ass back. Y'all need to hurry up and do what y'all gotta do and bring y'all ass back to the Holy Land. So now Emu starts to take over Gunko's body. But yeah, Emu takes over Gunko's body, and now we are possibly going to get a little flash of what Emu is capable of. So that is going to be interesting to say the least. There is no break next week. We are getting this in 7 days. Be ready. This is going to be crazy. And you know, the spoilers are going to drop in like what, 4 or 5 days? This is going to be crazy. The timeline is going to be crazy next week, bro. Timeline is going to be crazy next week. Even with what's going on in the anime with the Kuma flashback, the timeline is going to be crazy. But yeah, like we said, the Holy Land is burning down. As far as who could be up to that, maybe obvious answer to get out the way is probably Dragon. But because like Dragon said that they will move when the Holy Knights move. Only thing is, how do they know when the Holy Knights move? Like, how are they supposed to know that? Do they have a spy? I don't know. I mean, as we can see, the Holy Land really isn't hard to infiltrate. We've seen plenty of niggas infiltrate the Holy Land. We've seen Bonnie do it. We've seen Lafitte do it. We've seen the Revs do it a couple times, I think. We've seen fucking Kuma do it. Like, everybody could just get in that bit. Like, security just ass, bro. They got that movie security, bro. Dead ass. Yeah, like I said, this chapter ends with Emu taking over Gunko's body. He or she. We still don't know what the fuck. We don't know what Emu looks like, what their gender is, none of that. But they're taking over Gunko's body, and we're about to get a flash of what Emu's capable of. We're probably about to get maybe a couple chapters of just like, I don't know, some decimation, bro. Like, be prepared for some like crazy shit. I don't know. Somebody's favorite character might be in danger. I don't know. Like, shit could get wicked in the next couple chapters. I'm not gonna lie. We need our boys to wake up. We need our boys to wake up. But yeah, anyway, that's pretty much it for this video. That's pretty much it for the chapter. Let me know how y'all enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Not really one in the rating chapters like that. Not really my thing. All I can say is I really enjoyed it. It was really good. Got some really good. I wouldn't even say lore, but more so some questions were arise, definitely. So yeah, got some stuff to look forward to. Anyway, I'll catch y'all in the next one, and have a good one. Peace. Mwah.